Hello everyone, this is L.S.D. I have some really disturbing things to talk about today. I've been reading on YouTube, basically this one guy called Mr. Tiger was saying it's time to stop supporting all women in all spheres. Stop hiring them, fire them, stop funding them, rape them, and kick them out of our social and political spheres. This from a Christian. This guy's friends with this other guy called Bill the Misogynist, and they're both hardcore Christians. And it's a little sick that Mr. Tiger said beat women into submission. He's saying stuff like women's place is in the home. It's men's right under God to rule women. I never knew these practices on Saturn, or even here on planet Earth. So, I've been spending a lot of time on the internet talking to these Catholic Christian submission driving. It's all heartless practices, man. There's nothing in it about love. I mean, this guy also says rape women into submission. I mean, I can definitely say that I'm not happy with the direction that feminism is currently taking. In fact, I've lately called it Barbie dollism. Shit like Katy Perry and especially Lady Gaga. What kind of so-called role models these women, who are these women looking up to? And the sad thing is a lot of these types of women were the types of girls that picked on me in school. So it's kind of hard for me to hear either side. But I will side with my side, which is against submission and control, and beatings and rape to induce control. I mean, that's exactly what the Christian cult guidebook, as my friend called it, is advocating. They're advocating submission and openly advocating beatings. I mean, my Earth Father looks a lot like a motorcycle dude, and he ain't running around with these misogynistic points of view. He takes out the garbage, I take out the garbage. We both clean up around here, and we work together. And as I've been writing very often in these YouTube replies, is that it's not about one person serving another. It's about two people working together. And if anything about these religions were about love, they'd realize that, man. This God that says that men have to be men and women have to be women, well, people should be themselves. And any God that knew true love or knowledge would say that people deserve to be themselves instead. I'm a female, and I'm not June Cleaver. And that doesn't mean that I don't keep things clean, because I'm a very clean person, but I will not be slapped around or raped into submission. I'm not a woman like the kind of, like those kind that follow the Barbie dollism. I'm a female, a skater chick. But the sad thing is, just because I don't have a dick, that these Christians or Catholics would regard me as a woman. So that isn't right, because they're looking at my flesh, they're not looking at my spirit. I'd like to read what my skater bro said. He said, don't you know the Christian cult guidebook is nothing more than fairy tales and stories to keep the uneducated masses amused, in line, and obeying commands to further the author's own socio-economic agenda. Religion is a disease of the mind, born of fear, which has done nothing but bring untold misery upon the human race. And then I wrote back to Mr. Tiger and Bill the Misogynist and said, "You and your God's views on submission are based in the Bible's agenda for control. They're not based out of love or from your heart." So, the thing is that, at first I thought that these Christians hated women because of the Barbie dollism. But, like that we see in the media. But now I'm starting to see that a lot of their hatred just comes out of, God has given me the right to rule over you, and now you're not obeying me or God. Well, your God doesn't care about how people feel. And if Christians or Catholics' minds and hearts came from true love or thinking about how people feel, they would not advocate this Bible shit. Like I said, religion is a form of control. And to use the fear of some God into women and even children, that if they don't do exactly what the guy says, they're going to hell, or phrases like rape women into submission. I think my point's been made. I come from love. And if the Bible was the other way around, I wouldn't advocate it the way you Christians and these misogynists are. For truly no belief in submission can be a belief of love. Take care, everyone.